Let us discuss, do scientists believe God exists? There is a very famous theory of Isaac Newton, who really discovered the law of gravitation. He had made a beautiful model of a solar system. So one of his atheistic friend visited his place and he saw that model. And this was a beautiful model. If you crank the model, all the planets around the sun used to rotate in the same equivalent speed that of our existing solar planet. So it was beautiful concept. And he asked Newton, who made this? It's amazing. And Newton talked to him and said, it just really popped up by chance. He said, what? What do you mean popped up? He says, yeah, you know, it just came one day morning and it was there. And I don't know what's the purpose. He said, come on, Newton. Nothing can just pop up. It's such a beautiful thing. And Newton says, yes, friend. If you see the actual solar system, which is working so beautifully, no planets dashing to each other, right? Even the Neptune has the uh, the planetary path which is crossing of Pluto, but still they don't dash with each other, and everybody is perfectly placed. And do you think it just came by chance? For me to make a model, you think I require a creator, but don't you think there is a need of a creator when it comes to a complete solar system, which is just a spark of the whole of a universe, with full of complexities? And his friend was a bit aback. And this is not the case with Isaac Newton. It is also the case which is with Mr. Lord Kelvin, who invented the Kelvin as the parameter to measure the temperature, the absolute temperature, right? So Celsius, we know, Kelvin starts from zero. It doesn't have a negative, but 0 Kelvin is equal to minus 273 Celsius. So the same Lord Kelvin, he said, if you think strongly, science will force you to believe in God. This is a statement from a scientist. Isaac Newton, he says, there has to be a perfect brain behind the natural phenomena in the world. So if you take to the greatest scientists in the history, they were all believers in the God. Because in initial stage, if you see amoeba, you feel, oh, it's just a chemical with some nucleus. But now, the same amoeba, the same scientists looking at the latest technology, they find it more complex than even New York City. It has its own power generation center. It also has its own disposal center. It also has its own repairing center. Everything within a small cell. And how such a complexity can come by chance? How can one just evolve? I have not seen an iPhone 6 getting evolved to iPhone 12 on itself. It's also a matter. Then how does the whole creation can evolve just like that? There has to be supreme power. So this is a lot of scientists, although they may not be able to say we believe in God because they have to prove it. If they say they believe, then show me. But they do agree that that is an intelligent design. It's the most agreeable fact by many, many scientists. Even a lot of theories which have been derived ultimately ends at the start point. Even the latest string theory, or you'd consider the Big Bang theory, right? It starts with a singularity, right? How does that singularity came from? They say God made it. But then they say no, afterwards everything is on its own. Yeah, we may feel something is automated. Even this recording seems to be automated to my kid, but he doesn't know the science behind it. Similarly, there is a whole structure, a pole of phenomena. The laws. The laws implies a lawmaker. In India, we drive left. Why? Because the law is formed by government. So when there is a law of gravitation, when there is a law of refraction, when there are laws of thermodynamics, do this law just pops up from nowhere? Law implies a lawmaker. So this makes a scientist really think that there has to be an intelligent designer. That is again making a lot of scientists to not accept God openly, but yes, they do agree that there is an intelligent design in nature, and that it implies there has to be a designer. Thank you very much.